Hey, y'all, just so y'all can get a general idea what the prisoners get when they write me, they get a letter from all three credit bureaus, TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian, requesting a copy of their free credit report, as well as from Innovis. They also get a credit dispute template so they can start challenging their credit. Anybody that's been in prison over 7 years, you should be able to wipe your stuff clean unless it was a bankruptcy or something of that nature. Then after 10 years, you can get most of that stuff away. Okay, you also get instructions on the information that you have to send in order to get your credit reports and instructions on how to do different disputes. Okay, along with that, now, first off, before we get into that, this is my book I had when I was in prison. All right, this is what I was living by, and I marked all of my activities. So that was me before I went in the joint. You see, I wanted to live in a spot like this. I lived here, downtown, 414. What's that? Right on the harbor. I lived in the loft in downtown Dallas, and I also lived in Midtown Houston. I also had me a big brownstone, brand new. So I achieved all of my goals. If you see, this is back when I was in Roxbury. Now let me see what I was getting to. So I was being productive in there once I got my mind together, and I kept track of all my transactions in there and my programs. But if you'll see, I started off with $7,359 in debt on my credit. And as you'll see, every month it went down to $5,090. Then it went down to $4,585. Then I knocked all of it out. So then I just kept on with my program. You see, every dollar I made in there, I kept track of this stuff. So when I tell y'all stuff, I'm not just speaking in general. I actually did all this stuff. Now, also, something they're not going to tell you. I have a blank letter template that you can use to write politicians. Politicians are public servants. They're here to work for us. So they have nonprofit organizations and for-profit organizations, but they have a whole lot of information that'll help you get funding for school, funding for housing, re-entry employment, all sorts of things. You can write them. I tapped in with a lot of organizations when I got back. But this is where the real power is. It's going to stop your family from having to do a whole lot of legwork. This is a politician's address book and contact information, starting from the president, Joe Biden, vice president. Then it goes into the U.S. Senate. Then we get into all the districts. But it has everybody that has anything to do with Baltimore in each district. So you can write every last one of them. Tell them who you are using this template. Hey, I'm such and such. I'm about to get released from prison, or I will be returning soon. I'm interested in doing so and so and so. Do you have any information that you can send me and my family? You want to send it to both places because prison mail plays games sometimes. Also, along with that, you get a pre-prison release program. You know how you go to case management and get a release program, a home program? Well, I got some steps on things that you can start doing while you're inside, and it'll give you my personal phone number so you can call me after you wrote me. And on top of that, this is not just for people in prison. This is for everybody. This is the booklet I was teaching from. This is now updated on my website. It's free for anybody who wants it. You can download it or you can view it on the website. It goes through all 21 steps, which are what I think is the fastest way to get from where you are to the end so you can upgrade your life. But if you write me, I will send you a copy of this along with the steps you can take while you're still in prison, along with the politician's mail list, along with the politician letter template. You use the same letter and you just switch the name for each politician, along with credit report request form from all three credit bureaus and Innovis, and credit dispute letter that you can use to dispute any inaccuracies on your credit report once you get them, along with instructions on how to dispute different items if that first round doesn't work, and a list of everything that you need when you write your credit bureaus. So y'all stay tuned. Looking forward to seeing everybody on February the 25th. And once again, this ain't some stuff I'm just talking. This is my real life. I done really did all of this stuff. I mean, I always keep my reminders for when I come home, but this was me before I went to prison. I've been shopping at Dan Brothers for like 20 years. I always been an old soul. This was me while I was in Hagerstown. Beefed up because I stayed in something in my early days, so I had to survive, so I got in shape. And this was me my first week coming home. So, and I took all those experiences and put this first book together. Now we on the 7th book, and this book has guided me because it's infinite wisdom, and you can't do this stuff alone. You're gonna need God at some point. So y'all stay tuned, tap in with me, write my P.O. box, and until next time, peace.